Guys, welcome to Facebook Live. My name is Coco. I am a Zumba education specialist. I'm also a Zumbotoning jammer. I'm in New York City. I'm also a personal trainer. So today I want to talk about class format. So many of you have asked the question like, okay, I know the class format, I know Zombotoning class format for 55 minutes. So what about 45 minutes? What about 30 minutes? Can I combine Zombotoning with other formats? So let's talk about it. Yes? All right. So I'm sure you guys remember from your Zumbotoning instructor training about your 55-minute class, Zumbotoning class format, right? I just want to recap, okay? So you are going to start with your warm-up. Your warm-up somewhere between 8 to 10 minutes. And then you are going to do dance 1, 2, and 3 with the sticks. Of course, your warm-up, you don't use sticks, right? You remember that. Sticks should be crossed on the floor. And then you're going to do your dance 1, 2, and 3 with the sticks. You are going to hold the sticks the entire time. You are not going to put your sticks down, right? And then you are going to teach your very first circuit. If you guys watched the live last week from ZJ Miguel, he talked about circuit. So you're going to do your first circuit. And then you're going to teach your dance 4 and 5 with the sticks. The sticks is not gonna come down. You're gonna hold the sticks the entire time. And then you are going to teach your second circuit, right? During the circuit, you put down the sticks, you pick up the sticks. Awesome. So after your second circuit, you're going to teach instructor choice. What is instructor choice? Your choice. Whatever you want, no sticks. Sticks should be crossed on the floor. After instructor choice, you are going to teach your dance 6 with the sticks, right? After dance 6, you are going to teach your isolation song. So your isolation song, you are going to pick one muscle group. You're only going to target one muscle group, okay, for the entire song. And you can teach this song with the sticks or without the sticks. And then you do your stretch, cool down stretch. So that is for a 55-minute Zumbotoning class. Now, sometimes it depends on the length of your song, right? Sometimes you will probably only end up with 50 minutes. In that case, guys, you can choose to teach a second isolation song, right? Just choose a different muscle group, of course. You're not going to teach 2 songs with the same muscle group. You're going to teach a different muscle group. You teach a second isolation song. So when I teach my regular Zumba classes, right, my playlist, I crossfade all of my songs. So which means there's no break in between the songs. Now, however, when I teach my Zombotoning classes, I don't crossfade my songs because I want that little break in between to ask my students how you guys doing, and then tell them, great guys, good job. And then the next song coming up, we're going to work on this muscle group. So I don't really crossfade my song, but of course, it's your choice. You can do either or, right? And then we highly recommend you teach Zumbotoning class with the microphone because verbal cueing, it is so important in Zumbotoning. We do understand at this moment, maybe when you are teaching your virtual Zumbotoning classes, maybe you don't have a microphone, that is okay. So you will be doing a lot of visual cues, nonverbal cueing. But you know that when you do nonverbal cueing, right, we don't want to cue with the sticks. What do? we're going to hold both sticks, 2 sticks in one hand, and we're going to use the other hand to cue that doesn't have the sticks to cue. Now, verbal cueing is important. We're not necessarily going to cue what we're going to do. Okay, guys, we're going to do salsa around your life. We're going to cue the muscle groups. We're going to cue the forms, right? And then when you see your students, if something they do, it's incorrect, like Madeline talked about forms, if the form is incorrect, you have to be able to verbally tell them, all right, guys, you got to engage your core, maybe shoulders back and down, core nice and tight, hinging forward, all of these good stuff that you should be able to verbally tell them. All right, so now you say, okay, Coco, I don't want to teach a 55-minute Zombotoning class or 60-minute Zombotoning class. Can I teach this class 45 minutes? Absolutely. You absolutely can teach this class 45 minutes. So if we are teaching a 45-minute class, maybe my warm-up will not be 10 minutes long, right? Maybe my warm-up will only be 8 minutes because I want to have more time to be able to teach more toning zones. Yes, that's totally fine. I would do warm-up. I would do dance 1, 2, and 3, circuit, dance 4, 5, circuit, maybe eliminate instructor's choice. I definitely, maybe eliminate dance 6. I definitely want to get to isolation. You don't want to eliminate isolation because isolation is kind of like icing on the cake, right? They already worked so hard. Now just work a little harder for today, right? Make them feel a little more burn, and then made them kind of like dislike you a little bit during the class, but absolutely love you after the class, especially 2 days later. They're gonna feel so sore and so painful, and they love you a little more so they can come back next class. So isolation is important for Zumbotoning classes. Now, can I teach this class 30 minutes? Absolutely. You can teach a 30-minute Zumbotoning class. That is totally fine. Now, what do I do? 30 minutes. So I will probably do a warm-up, like I mentioned earlier, maybe an 8 minutes warm-up, right? Maybe a 7-minute warm-up, because 30 minutes, you want to get everything in within that 30 minutes. And you do dance 1, 2, you do a circuit, and you do a dance 3. Maybe you do another circuit. Is there a question? I don't know. But anyway, let me just keep going. And then instructor choice, maybe, and isolation and a cool down. So now, 30 minutes, quick workout, getting it out, right? Now, you might ask, can I teach Zumba and Zombotoning combo class? Yes, absolutely. You can teach Zombotoning first, then Zumba, or vice versa. So if you guys watched a few weeks ago, Memo's live, he actually touched upon that. I totally agree with him. We're on the same page. So I personally love to teach Zombotoning first, then Zumba. You know why? Let me just rephrase that. Why do we want to teach a combo class? Maybe, right? Maybe you're trying to get your Zumba students to fall in love with Zombotoning so they can come to your Zombotoning classes, right? Maybe you just want to show them a little bit of benefit of it, or maybe your student only can handle 30 minutes. I'm not sure. And under any circumstances, you can teach 30-30 class. Now, if you teach Zumba first, guess what? They have all the fun, right? They burn so much calorie, they sweat so much. And now you tell them, all right, guys, let's pick up your toning stick, let's work. Oh my God, Coco, I just remember I have a doctor appointment. I gotta go. Oh my God, my son's school just called me. I gotta go. Why? Because Zumbotoning is hard. right? It's so hard. So I usually teach Zombotoning first and then reward them with Zumba. So you want to get to Zumba? You gotta do the hard part first. You gotta suffer first, and then we're gonna get to the fun part. So if we are teaching Zumbotoning first, right? So you do the warm-up exactly the same. You will do dance 1, 2, and 3. And then you are going to teach your circuit. Yeah, circuit is important. Why? Circuit, the purpose of the circuit is to bring the hurry up, because when we are holding the sticks, right, certain things that we can't do when we are holding the sticks. And then when we're holding the sticks, your upper body needs to be in control, right? You can't just jump or play around with the sticks. So when we put the sticks down, that's when you can get all of this. Maybe you want to jump, maybe you want to hop, maybe, I don't know, whatever you want to do. You want to go crazy, you can put the sticks down, and then you can dance. And then when you pick up the sticks, you have to be controlled again. So circuit is important. Circuit is important even in 30-minute class. So you would do your circuit, and then I would teach maybe 1 or 2 toning songs if I have time, right? Because I only have 30 minutes. Depends on the length of your songs. And then the rest I'll just do Zumba to party and then close out the party. Now, you can also teach Zumba first. That's totally fine. We're not saying you can't. We'll just say that I prefer Zumbotoning first. So if you are teaching regular Zumba first, you're just gonna teach like the first 30 minutes you followed regular Zumba formula. And then when you get to Zombotoning, you don't need to do warm up anymore because they're already warmed up, right? You're just gonna do dance 1, 2, and 3. You are going to do your circuit and dance 4, 5. I probably will not teach instructor choice because they have already been dancing for the first 30 minutes. So there's no point to do another regular Zumba song. And now I will get to, for 5, isolation. Very important. We'll get to isolation and then cool down, stretch. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Now, one thing we don't want to do is combine Zumba and Zombotoning together in one, right? I have seen some instructors, they teach one Zumba song and then they pick up the sticks to do one toning song, and then they put down the stick, they do another Zumba song. Guys, that's no. First of all, that's not the formula. And then second, what's the purpose of Zombotoning? Zombotoning, we want to tone the muscle, right? Yes, it is still a cardiovascular class, but however, with the lightweight resistance, we want to create muscle contraction to tone the muscle, and then we want to help them to build their muscular endurance. So think about this. We're using 1 pound. Your green sticks is 1 pound and 1.5 pounds each, and your purple sticks is 2.5 pounds. And if they're using dumbbell up to 3 pounds, all of that are considered as lightweight resistance, right? So I want to ask you a question. What is the purpose of you teaching one toning song for like 3 minutes? For such a short period of time, will your students feel the burn? No. You need to, in order for them to feel the burn with lightweight resistance, remember the principle we talk about in training? Overload principle. So you actually have to do it for a prolonged period of time in order for them to feel the burn. So it defeats the purpose of this program. So what's the point? And also, I have seen a lot of Zumba instructors, what they do. Okay, I keep seeing the light bulb coming up, so I thought there's a question. What they do is they're just using the sticks to do Zumba. You guys remember in the training we talk about the tempo, your upper body and your lower body tempo. Your lower body is moving at the regular tempo to the music, but your upper body is moving slower, right? We say half tempo and half tempo. What's the purpose of that? When you go slower, you actually recruit more muscle fiber. So it gets to the toning aspect of this class. So my bicep is not burning. Even though it looked like I'm doing a bicep curl, but I'm not burning. I'm just going through the motion. However, when I slow down, right, I'm actually working more, and my brain is telling my body, okay, squeeze the bicep. Squeeze the bicep. When I slow down, I actually have more intention to squeeze the muscle more. So we don't want to do one Zumba song and one toning song, one Zumba song, one toning song. That's not the format, right? Now, you say, maybe my students are not ready for Zumbotoning yet. Maybe I just want to introduce Zumbotoning to my regular Zumba students. Yes, you can do that, guys. You can maybe probably introduce, I would say, 3 Zumbotoning songs, right? In the beginning, you teach you a regular Zumba class, great, all good. And then towards the end, I would say, all right, guys, so today we're going to experience something new called Zumbotoning. We're going to use light weights, explain to them why we're doing this, and teach 3 songs. Again, it's the overload principle. You want to do this for a prolonged period of time, right? So they can feel the burn, and then they can realize, oh my God, there's this thing so amazing called Zumbotoning. Ting purple. Actually, we used to have a format called Zumba in the circuit, right? It was actually designed for this gym called Curve. I'm not sure if they're still around. What it is they were doing a circuit class. So what they do is they do cardio, and then they do heavy weight lifting. They actually got on the machine to push heavy weights, and then they do cardio and then heavy weights. So that's a totally different format. I don't even think that we offer that anymore. It was a e-learning course, but so that's totally different. Okay, now somebody also asked me, can I combine Zombotoning and Zumba step together? So I always ask myself a question before I want to do something creative. What is the purpose of this class? Why do I want to combine Zumbotoning and Zumba step together? What's the purpose? So you might say, all right, Zumbotoning, we focus on the upper body, and Zumba step, we focus on the lower body. Yes, and then, all right, that's actually a very good answer. I just gave myself a very good answer. Now, my next question, which is super important, is it safe for my students? I don't know. You tell me, is it safe for your student? I would say no. Have you ever seen your student like struggling in Zumbotoning just because the tempo is different and more like this? Your upper body is slower, your lower body is faster. So they are already putting so much effort, right, to concentrate. Now you are giving them another thing to concentrate. I don't think that will work. I think it would defeat the purpose of both programs. Zumba step, I'm not a step zest, but I'm licensed in Zumba step. And then I just trying to refresh my memory a little bit. So I looked at my menu. Zumba step. What does Zumba step class look like? Zumba step dance move approximately 40%. Zumba step fitness move approximately 30%. Zumba step fundamental moves approximately 30%. So a class, you have to combine all of this into a 55-minute class. So I think that just for the sake of the program itself, and then for the benefit that you're trying to achieve, you should not combine Zumba toning and Zumba step. Especially, you don't want to teach Zumba toning and Zumba step at the same time. What does that mean? That means you are doing upper body and you are doing lower body at the same time. That is super unsafe for your participant and for yourself. Right? Zumba we say Zumba is for everybody. We say Zumba toning is for everybody. We say Zumba step is for everybody. So look at your participant. What's the purpose? Again, go back to my question. What is the purpose of this class? Why do I want to do this? Is this effective? Is this safe? Safety is actually number one concern that I have for my student. And also, guys, we're teaching virtually, right? That's super, super important. Remember, we talked about what we talked about in virtual pro instructor training. Zumba is easy to follow, but when you teach virtually, you have to make your choreography even simpler, easier for your student to adapt, to be able to catch up, right? Because now we're in the computer. It is so hard, so hard. Now let's talk about Zumba Gold toning, right? After you get your Zumba Gold license and you get your Zumba toning license, you will be able to take this online e-learning course called Zumba Gold toning. Once you pass the exam, the quiz, then you will be licensed in Zumba Gold toning. I highly encourage you to get that program because it's absolutely amazing. I teach Zumba Go. I teach Zumba Go toning. I also teach silver sneakers. So my Zumba Go class loves Zumba Go toning. Even with the 1 pound maracas, not only they're having fun, they're also working on their muscle, working on their body. Especially, at that population, they really need this. So Zumba Gold toning, we're still doing 45 minutes and 55 minutes, right? Your warm-up should be a little bit longer. I would say your warm-up probably should be about 10, 12 minutes, maybe 15 minutes even, because we are moving slower, right, in Zumba Gold classes. And then your cardio strength, your Zumba toning, Gold toning portion should be about 4 to 6 songs and then 20 to 30 minutes. And your cool down is 2 to 3 songs and then finish that 10 to 15 minutes. But please, guys, please take the e-learning course. Okay, don't just, Coco tell me what to do today so I can go ahead teach you Zumba Gold toning. No, there are so many restrictions, there are so many modifications, there are so many instructions, cueings that you need to be aware of. You need to be able to teach for that population. So please, please, please take the e-learning course before you go teach that format. Cool? Any questions? I don't even know where do I look for questions. Okay. So guys, another thing I want to mention is that it's always good to get a second opinion. Right? You guys remember at the training I told you, if you make up your own choreography, you have a video, you can totally send it to me and then, ask if it was awesome, was good, or do I need corrections, whatever, give you some feedback. I'm willing to do that. Now, it's always good to get a second opinion. So a few months back, I did the monthly choreography for Zombotoning, right? I remember that song was for leg. And then I made them a choreography all good, and then I sent it to Madeline, my boss. And then she said, Coco, I need you to fix this. I need you to fix that. I don't feel the burn, so I want you to do a little more of that. And then I say, oh, thank you so much, right? Sometimes we get stuck in the moment, like we get stuck in our choreography, or be like, oh, I don't know. So it's always good to ask for a second opinion. You can ask for your fellow Zumbotoning instructor. You can ask for our Zumbotoning ZJs. There are 9 of us together. And then you can ask for your Zumbotoning sets. We willing to help. Now, if you haven't, let me rephrase that. If you took your Zumbotoning training long time ago, it's always good to retake the training for a refresh. Why? Because fitness industry keeps changing, right? So we had to keep changing, update our program to meet the standard of the fitness industry, right? So it's always good. Things has been different, even, with our trainings. So it's always good to take a refresh, but I totally understand that it might not be in your budget today, right? Now, I highly recommend you take a Zombotoning Zen Jam session. I'm not saying that because, hey, I'm a jammer, I want to fill out my sections. Yes, I do. But however, all of our Zumbotoning ZJs, they are absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Not only they're amazing, they are very, very knowledgeable. So we work together. We actually work together very closely to keep up with the update of the program, to keep up with the guidelines, of the fitness industry nowadays. So I highly recommend you take a Zumbotoning Zen Jam section for a refresh. Guys, knowledge is power. I cannot stress this enough. Knowledge is power. That is why we are doing Facebook Live for you guys, right? Because we want to share with you the latest update, to share with you what's going on with the toning program. We don't have to do it, but we do it because we love this program so much. We have so much passion with this program. If you have ever taken any one of my training, you know that I always talk about Zombotoning because I love Zombotoning. And Zombotoning is one of my students' favorite classes, right? They don't miss a Zumba class, but if they have to, they will miss a Zumba class. But they will never miss a Zumbotoning class. They will schedule their doctor's appointment around my Zumbotoning schedule, my Zumbotoning class schedule. So it's one of their favorites. And then they don't want to do 30-30 class. They want to do Zumbotoning, 55 minutes. But of course, they've been taking the class with me for a very long time. 30-30 is not bad. I'm not saying 30-30 is bad. I love teaching 30-30 class, but they also love 55-minute class. So here's my life. I think that's everything I'm gonna say. Do you have any questions? Guys, if you have any questions, you can always post your question in the group, right? You can always message me or send me a DM on Instagram, or just reach out to any one of us, your Zombotoning ZJ at your Zombotoning Zesses. We are very helpful. All of us love this program, so we're here to help you. That's our goal. We want you to be successful, so this program will be successful, and we're all gonna be successful. So I love you all. I see you very soon.